The Art of Allure. I was gazing into the window of a high-end store that sold women's shoes, my breath fogging the glass slightly, when a voice behind me made me start. "Looking to buy some shoes," he said. I turned my head slowly, catching the reflection of a man in the glass before fully facing him. He was handsome, with almost black hair that gleamed under the streetlight, and fair skin. His dark eyes followed my gaze towards the display. "Perhaps," I said with a small shrug, "but the ones I like are a bit out of my price range." My voice carried a tinge of wistfulness, my hand brushing against my coat pocket as if confirming its emptiness. He smiled, a subtle twitch at the corner of his mouth that warmed his otherwise stoic face. "I work across the street. Do you visit this area often?" "No, I do not." I tucked a loose strand of hair behind my ear, glancing at the shoes again. "Work brought me here, and I was about to fetch a cab when I saw this shop." His posture remained relaxed, hands loosely clasped behind his back. He kept a respectable distance, about 5 or 6 feet, the street lamp highlighting his tailored business suit, and my eyes drifted downward to his shoes, fine Italian leather with a single monk strap. "Nice shoes," I said, tilting my chin slightly to indicate them. He glanced down and back up, his eyebrow lifted playfully. "You have a kink for men's shoes?" I chuckled softly. "Only when they're made of fine Corinthian leather." He laughed, a low, smooth sound, and turned his face to me more directly. His hand slipped casually into his pocket. "This probably isn't the best part of town for you to be walking around in the evening. Stay here long and you might get picked up," he said, his tone light yet sincere. "Maybe I can convince you to come with me to a cafe a few blocks down. You'll be safer there." I crossed my arms and raised my eyebrows. "Seems like you're trying to pick me up now." His grin widened, a mix of amusement and something harder to read. "I'm only trying to get you someplace a little less seedy, unless you want to try the working girl's way of life to earn the money for those shoes." My lips parted in mock outrage before curling into a sly smile. "Oh, I see. Now that you mention it, I suppose I could go for a cup of coffee." He nodded approvingly, motioning towards the street with a gentlemanly gesture. "If you behave," he added, with a teasing glint in his eye, "maybe I'll actually get you those shoes." While the Victorian era may have been overly restrictive with social rules, it preserved an artful interplay of seduction that is scarcely a glimmer in a handsome man's eye today. Back then, a mere exchange of glances or a carefully chosen compliment carried immense weight, sparking a magnetic allure. In contrast, modern interactions often lack this elegance, replaced by clumsy gestures and half-hearted attempts at connection, leaving a yearning for something that once was. The yearning isn't merely for the era's outward decorum, but for the undercurrent of unspoken desire that thrived within it. It was a seductive dance of restraint and passion, where words were carefully chosen and silences were just as eloquent. These exchanges transcend conversation. They were acts of persuasion, imbued with a magnetic allure. Every measured word sought to hold power over whomever's ear it graced. Here are some techniques to revive this art today. Master the power of the glance. Use subtle eye contact to create intrigue and connection without saying a word. Refine your compliments. Choose words thoughtfully, focusing on unique, meaningful observations. Speak with purpose. Maintain a measured, confident tone, using pauses to let your words resonate. Embrace silence. Allow quiet moments to speak volumes, adding an air of mystery. Be attuned to body language. Conveying interest through small, deliberate gestures, like leaning slightly in or mirroring movements. Craft your persona. Cultivate elegance and charisma in demeanor and attire to exude confidence. Listen intently. Give undivided attention to show genuine interest and deep connection. Use subtle humor. A touch of wit keeps interactions engaging and dynamic. Exude patience. Let the connection develop naturally. Build anticipation rather than rushing intimacy. Share poetic phrases. Infuse your speech with artful, eloquent language to leave an impression. Maintain an air of mystery. Avoid oversharing, allowing curiosity to deepen interest. Be unapologetically yourself. Authenticity is irresistibly magnetic and ensures your connection is genuine. Reviving the art of allure is about more than charm. It's about cultivating genuine connections through grace, intention, and authenticity. By embracing the timeless elegance of subtle gestures, meaningful words, and attentive listening, we can rediscover the magnetic interplay that once captivated hearts. In a world often hurried and disconnected, these practices remind us that allure lies in the details and patience of meaningful interactions. Step into this dance of restraint and passion and let it transform the way you connect with others. If you would like to see more videos like this, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification. It would help this channel go a long way. Thanks.